Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good.
Busy weekend so far?
Well, I've been isolated at home for the most part. Yeah, I made a couple new molds. Just
That
pulled
way.
one out.
Ooh.
This is another little dick. Or don't pull it out right now.
The fucking sound, man.
Did it pick it up?
Oh, it got it. Oh, yeah.
Making
I
dicks.
have a bunch of little penises. You're literally pulling them out of like a tiny little fleshlight.
My friend has one of those. Dude. He said it's a bitch to clean though.
You know, just put it in the dishwasher with the rest of his goods?
He explained it to me a long time ago, and it just sounded like, oh man, it's too much work.
Out of curiosity, how many people have actually gotten back to you lately about the astronautaloid?
8 or 9 people? I kind of...
Good job, too, man. 8 or 9 individual people?
I sold the last one, this guy, last night. I'm gonna make just a couple more. Like they're ready, they're casted. I just have to paint them and everything, and then that'll be probably the end of them.
Good.
Yeah, they went quicker than I thought they would. Usually, shit sits there forever. The way I cast and stuff is sometimes different from other people. Like I hand paint instead of pigment and stuff like that. Eventually I want to try that. You saw that keychain I'm working on, right?
What led you to want to do that? Are you going to be making those?
I might make a couple. I was in another group chat with slap artists or graffiti artists or whatever.
Okay.
I've been adding a couple of these group chats and nobody's into toys. I'm the only toy maker in all these. I have no idea why I'm there. But I was talking to these people, and it was that day that I added "Fill the Void" as a slogan for the whole thing when astronautaloid, and they were making fun of it too. Like everybody says the same thing. That's could be a double entendre for sex toys and stuff. And then so I figured like I'll just make a couple. Maybe I'll send them for Christmas to those 4 people in the group chat.
Funny, man. So we're gonna do a little bit of a challenge here. I've got questions. I'm gonna grab, and then
Oh shit!
I've got a nice little box here of your goodies.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Have you opened them yet?
Have I opened them yet? Then I want to see your reaction as you're like, "Oh shit, does he actually like them or not?"
Yeah, this is weird.
How weird is it, right? It's almost like you've been invited to somebody's birthday, but you didn't know it was their birthday, and then they have a gift to open, and you're just kind of like, I guess I'm gonna watch you open a gift now.
I didn't bring you anything.
Oh, you gave me the goods.
One of my fears is that their shit's gonna break in transit, and this would be horrible if things fell apart and I have to watch you open it.
Isn't that kind of part of the thrill?
Yeah. If anything's broken, I'll send you a new one, of course.
All right, so I'm gonna try and literally cut into this while I grill you. Are you ready?
All right, I have a cutting technique. So grab your knife, hold the box right around here.
Oh, I'm holding it with my thighs.
Okay.
And that way I can, if I miss anything, I can really get into that thigh.
Stab down really hard. That's how you do it.
So Trashcan Monster, do you have a website?
Yeah. A big
Yeah.
cartel.
Do you wear safety gear when you work with toys?
No. I'll wear my glasses and then sometimes a mask so I don't breathe it in. But when I cast and stuff, I don't use
Do you
safety
smell your
shit.
toys before you send them?
Sometimes.
Do you make art toys or art toys?
Trash toys.
What is your favorite pocket toy or toy that you own?
I have in my car little crappy toys, but nothing fancy. I sometimes I carry a little Cthulhu with me for good luck, but I'm too paranoid that it's gonna break, so I just leave everything on my shelves.
Do you like stickers?
They're delicious.
What is the longest time you've ever spent creating?
I have no idea.
Will you send toys anywhere?
Now I will, yeah.
What is your favorite medium?
Mixed media.
What is the most embarrassing accident or mistake you've made in the lab?
Probably some of my first casts. I just fucked them up really bad. So my first Lenny, I didn't have enough silicone for him. And so I did him as a one piece, and I casted him and it only came up to his chest. And I was like, now what? That was my first mistake. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I didn't know I didn't have enough. I thought it was going to be enough, but it wasn't. I had to pour all that resin out. I had to like run and put something together and cast something that way. And it was just a waste of silicone. Nothing good came out of it.
All right, now I've got the box open. Dude, you know I fucking love these guys, man. Super Sleepy Sentient Busky, he made it totally fucking fine. Now, I didn't understand this. You said that you do a hydro... What is it?
Yep.
What do you do to this?
Hydro dip.
You hydro dip it. What is that? What does that even mean? What is that?
You dip, we dip. I put your hand upon my hip. Now, my daughter was like, you should hydro dip something. And I was like, what is that? And then she showed me YouTube videos and I was like, oh, that's cool. It's one of those like gratifying things to watch. So I tried it with those guys.
That's sick, man. Now, I've got a little penguin here, but did you do this?
Yeah. Really scared that WAP fell apart.
No, WAP's intact. I know that because I'm in the middle of pulling WAP out right now, and actually I lied to you. WAP did fall apart.
I'm gonna sculpt all the pieces as one.
Yeah.
Just 3D print all of it as one solid piece, and then paint it that way. Because I realized like, oh shit, things might fall apart this way.
This piece in general is actually so fucking cool. Like 1 of 10. Neat. That's neat, man. The fact that it's literally WAP, you like converted over, and then went through all the effort of actually just like casting, painting, literally weaponizing him. You fucking nailed it, man. You nailed it, dude.
It's from a meme. You know, I know people make toys from memes, so I saw that one and I was like, oh wow, that would be funny as a toy.
Dude, you did a top-notch job on Astronautoid. I'm peeling him out, sorry, man. But
peeling him out. Hey, did you see the message I left on? I think it's on WAP. It's really sloppy. No cuck bitches.
Yeah, you know how she goes, man. Pulling him out, I'm feeling him. He came
broken?
out so good, man. I love the visor on him, dude. I know you don't. How'd you do the visors? Drop how you did that if you want, or keep it a trade secret.
It's not that impressive. So the visors came out. They're very smooth. So I mean, I realized they'll reflect light. So before I painted the whole thing, I painted the back of it. Whatever color I want the light to reflect, because it's not like a huge noticeable thing, but so I paint, like say if I want it yellow, I paint it yellow, let it dry, and then I'll paint over it, and that yellow will stay there, and then when it hits light it reflects a yellowish hue. For those ones I just casted them clear and then hand painted everything.
Dude, that's actually wild to me. For the record, I don't think anybody knows that you're hand painting everything.
I don't know how to use pigment.
Yeah, but that's okay, because at the end of the day, like, that is fucking wild to me, man. Like, you have to understand, like, when I'm thinking of painting clear resin, my brain is going for, like, goopy layers of paint on it. And meanwhile, this is just in the resin. Please tell me you made this, because this is fucking dope.
Yeah, he's it was supposed to be a companion piece for the Buffskis, but I just never went through with them.
Dude, it's a brain with a fist.
Yeah, it's the fist from Buffsky coming out of it. There was supposed to be some clay. I was gonna sculpt on top of it from where that hole is, but I just didn't do it. So I told you, like, I just said fuck it, and I'm not gonna go through with it.
I like the little case for it too, man. Works out perfect.
Quarter machine.
Dude, honestly, like, your work is fucking nuts, man. Like, I don't understand why you would crap on your work. Another Elliot. The fucking tail on them, man. The craftsmanship on them. I'm not gonna rip this one open. I'm just gonna grab one from back here. And there was a purple dope in there as well. The dope, I think. Okay, I need actually to know about this because I think it's friggin' neat. I love. Did you end up calling it the dopes because of the rippling between the legs?
Yeah.
So what's interesting to me is that if this literally were a little like balloony of dope, there would have to be like a texture difference between where the dope is in the bag and where there's no longer any pressure contents of the bag.
You'll be disappointed to know that that was intentional. It's dope because it's, you know, a bag of heroin or whatever, but I didn't cast those. I sculpted them and 3D printed them. Actually, so I mean, I honestly like that piece a lot. But I'm gonna 3D print it in resin, and then I'll cast it because I do like that piece, and I think it'd be better cast it that way. There's no print lines. I don't have to worry about that. I just have that fucking mold forever because I do like that piece.
And you've actually got a couple releases coming out as well, right?
So Lenny, for some reason, like everyone likes Lenny. When I first made him, they sold out. I was like, what? And then people keep asking me to this day, like, is there any Lennys? I'm like, no. So I figured, you know what? I'll make them again, but instead of just making them like one solid piece, I'll articulate them, which I've never fucked with before. Similar to the astronautaloids, like the heads will be different sometimes. I'm gonna do a lot of the clear ones, and then so he's not just, you know, not just Lenny by himself. He's gonna have a cannon blaster, and they'll be different colors too.
Do you paint? Like, okay, man, that's still blowing my mind. I'm gonna be honest, that still blows my mind. That you paint all your figures. Like, is the black painted or is that black resin? Like, I don't know anything about resin.
No, this is black paint. I know, like, I feel like hand painting your shit like that is kind of frowned upon, but
no, is this black paint?
Yeah, that's black paint and red paint. So I like to cast a lot of things clear because you can later on do so this, and because I just don't fuck with pigment right now.
Yo, dude,
do eventually.
Okay, you have to understand. Like, I'm just gonna toot the horn there for a second. This is so flawlessly painted, that I would have had no idea that you were painting everything by hand. When you were saying that, and then you're like, I was impressed when you were saying that about the astronautaloid visors. But like, I did not know that like this guy would have been completely clear originally, and that his entire body was painted.
Yeah, it's.
You are fucked, man. Dude, don't stop frowning upon that. That's your thing, man. Do not crap on that anymore. That is your thing, dude. You are too good at that, man. Do not crap on yourself for that. That is your fucking jam, man. That's too good.
You know, my painting skills only go so far. Like with the astronautaloids, like I can get them to look pretty decent with, but like when it comes into like super fine detail, it's gonna look like shit. So I draw a line there and I just stop. Like I skills I do have, like that's as far as I'll go with the painting. You know what I mean? I don't want like.
I don't get it, man. Like, I did not know that you weren't using pigments, man. You should actually be bragging about that. That's an added handmade skill that you're actually adding to every piece, dude.
I was talking about this to Vomit and stuff last night. I want to learn how to do, you know, pigments like that, and marbling and stuff. I really admire that, and I think it's beautiful. Like I'm that guy that's like, oh, I figured out what I can get to work for me, so why change? You know what I mean? But yeah, eventually I'll explore some more. But the whole thing is like, when you're doing something like that, it's arctic, or you know, it's like meditative sort of. You're just zoning out on something. So
I don't want to pick your brain too much because I don't want to accidentally I don't want to give away any of your like secret sauce or anything. But I'm like, are you using spray air? Like I don't understand what type of form of painting you're using.
Dry brushing and then some spray paint. So it's like I'll spray paint like a base coat, like a primer, and then hand paint and then certain spots, and then dry brush a lot of stuff for the detail.
This is like, it's all the more impressive that you are one of the dudes not using pigments and that this is all painted. And then the fact that you're not using an airbrush to do it, these look pigmented. You actually blew my mind. I've had this Elliot for months. I didn't know this was painted, man.
Yeah, he's painted. I feel like that's also it covers up some of the another reason why I hand paint, because it covers up some of the fuck ups, because like I told you, so if I get like an air bubble or something and I'm like, I don't want to throw this piece away, I will sculpt that little piece back, and it doesn't always come out that great, you can tell, but then I can paint over it and cover it up, so I'm not like wasting everything. I try not to waste too much.
I didn't want to ask, but like, do you have a pressure pot?
No.
Bullshit.
I don't. So I have to do everything in like stages in different parts of my house. So in where I cast and mold and everything is in my bathroom, and it's on this little square. That's all the room I have. So like, I mean, my sink area is like filled with like supplies and junk. It's not like a normal bathroom anymore, but then I get this little square, and if I want to do anything else, I gotta take it somewhere else because I have no room. So I don't know where, like I want to get a pressure pot just so I can like make my pieces better, but it's like, where am I gonna put this shit? I don't have a workspace.
Okay, Trashcan Monster, man, like you understand it. I don't know if I'm allowed to include it in, if I should edit it out that you're a part of Open It already, but like, you get it, man. You fondle, you... This is some fucking high quality shit with no pressure pot, no pigmentation. The fact that you're doing this all with paintbrushes, the fact that this isn't done in a pressure pot. This is a Magoob. It's one of the in action figures. I often use this as an example to show people like how nicely like the details are with it being just a bootlegged figure. So it's out of the package because I like to be able to show people like, look how tight that is. Like, you are nailing it, man. And like your blacks are on point. Like, how was I supposed to know? If knowing that this is a bootleg that's been done like in a pressure pot and with pigmentation, I couldn't have known that yours wasn't made in a pressure pot or wasn't made with pigments, because in hand, like, well, and yours has some solid weight behind it, man. Like that chest cavity leading up right behind the head, there is some weight in that body. Sorry.
You're your own worst critic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair, man. I get that. Well, hopefully, like, honestly, I think that might actually work to your favor to some degree, because you keep being you, and just, if you want to shit on your work, fine. It just makes it all the better when somebody gets it in their hands. They're like, this guy was crapping on this? What?
Like you're like, oh, it's better than I thought. You made it sound like shit. So, it's a strategy as well, I guess. I bought in stuff from small toy makers, and like they have a lot of like flaws and stuff. And I know some people are like, what the hell is this crap? I don't mind it. Like I see, oh, hey, I see what he did there. I see what happened. Like it's still, the piece is still, beautiful to me. I like those things. I don't mind it. But when it's my stuff, I'm like, fuck, people are paying their money for this crap that I make in my bathroom. I feel like I should be better at it for them, Honestly, for the longest time, like when people say they want something, I'm like, fuck, I just wish I could give it to you for free. But
there's just something about particular toys, and like you get it, like you're looking at it and you're just like, you don't want to put it down. Like you're just looking at it like, this works. This works for me. This clicks for me. I don't know, man.
Yeah. No, one trick is crazy. That dude, how he's not like the CEO of Hasbro or some shit. He bought an astronautaloid, and I was like, no fucking way. It's like a celebrity. You know what I mean? Buying your shit.
It was
Hope he liked it.
He's a toy dude through and through, man. Like, that's the best way I can put it. Like, he fucking loves art and he fucking loves toys. Is it okay if I tell him that you paint all your figures? Like, I think, man, you should be bragging about that, dude.
In the toy world, there's like certain things that you do, and I miss a lot of those. And so that's why I was like, it's just hand painted. It's like, I'm not doing like the pigments, which make it look better, I think, especially when you can make a marble like Titty Bean. Oh my god, that dude's colors so good. That, like, shit like that, so nice. I wish I could do that. I feel like some of the pieces will look so much better if I can do shit like that, but I get like really excited, so I just forget like that I want to try these things, and then other times I'm like, oh, I'll do that next time.
You definitely blew my mind with how you're doing a lot of this stuff. The visors, as much as you're just kind of like, is that, like, I don't understand.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Throw that WAP out. I'm gonna mail you another one. That one's more of almost like a concept piece, you know, like a prototype. So this new one with everything sculpted onto it and printed as one, I think will be better anyway. And I should have took it in that direction from the beginning. One thing I found with stuff like that, like, if you don't like how it is, as long as you keep tinkering, you're gonna hit a point where you like it. You know what I mean? Which is the most important part. Because when you're stoked on it, chances are somebody else will be. Oh, also, you know, with Open It already, we're gonna, Robert did the Jawa juice, you know? I said, like, he should start casting and making toys and stuff like that. I want him to make toys. I don't have any toy maker friends in person, you know what I mean? Like, I learned some shit from Vomit, dude. Like, that, he was like, don't throw your pieces away, like, make something out of them. That's how he gets his. And like, some of my favorite pieces from him are his trash ones, you know what I mean, that he made something. And I'm like, dude, let me know when that's for sale, because I want that. Like,
I joked with a couple of the dudes, like, some of you guys don't get it. Like, I joke around where it's like, yeah, like, I'm gonna start like a box. Just start a box program, and like, when it gets to a particular weight, just send that my way, and then I'll pay X amount for like a 10-pound box of just like pieces of shit.
I can shit in a box for you if you want. I'm just kidding. I can't even shit in public.